All right, you guys, over here at the father-in-law's house, gonna try to do a comparison between the twin cam CVO, and that's a 2012, and we're gonna compare that to the 21 Road Glide. It's the Road Glide Special. It's got a stage 2 on it. The Screaming Eagle CVO over here has some HPI parts on it. It's got some ported polished heads. It's got a lot of work done to it, so it'll be a fun comparison here. But both of these bikes are absolutely gorgeous, as you'll see here. And the Street Glide is actually up for sale. So if you guys are interested, find me on Instagram and send me a DM, and we'll let you know the pricing and the specs on that bike. All right. Alright, so she's definitely loud. Gotta check everything out here. Make sure everything is good and in place where I'd like it to be. And we will putt out of the driveway here. It is definitely a CVO. Man, this thing feels good. It is stretched out. So it definitely feels a lot different than what I'm used to. It shifts super smooth here. Oh, I like the way it's shifting. Oh yeah, you could definitely feel it. The bike does get up and go. Very enjoyable ride. This thing is so smooth. It feels like I'm sitting on the sofa at my house. I can't feel any bumps at all on the road. It feels like I'm doing 4 miles an hour on this bike when I'm doing 50. It's a little bit scary that way because it don't register. I mean, the speed, it don't feel like you're going as fast as you are. She moves. It's crazy because these roads are absolutely bumpy over here. They're your typical country roads. And I can't feel anything. It's definitely noticeable on a touring bike how smooth the ride is. Oh, this bike feels amazing. See, I want one of these Street Glides. I don't know if I want a CVO, but I definitely want a Street Glide. I mean, that pull is amazing. I can't wait to ride this Road Glide. So my father-in-law bought this bike back in 2015. The bike only has a little over 14,000 miles on it. It's been the Sturgis, it's been all over the country. And I mean, it sounds really good. The speakers, the radio sound absolutely amazing. this thing hauls. Yeah, the paint is absolutely gorgeous on this. It's got the color matched inner fairing. It's got heavy flake and all the paint on it. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this bike. He wants to sell it. I want to buy it. But it may be a little bit out of my price range. He's asking 28 grand for it, which it's got a little over 14,000 miles on it. It's a 2012 CVO Street Glide. It has HPI throttle body on it. I'll have to ask him what size when I get back. I believe it is a 55 millimeter HPI throttle body on it. It has the gear drive cams. He's got cams in it. It's got everything on it's upgraded, and it's the CVO, so it comes with all the factory goodies, and then he upgraded everything even more. This bike just, it goes, it's fast, it leans, it feels great in these corners. I mean, this bike has absolutely no problem hitting 70 mile an hour in third gear, going uphill. Yeah, the power on this bike is impressive. I really like it. I always felt good looking at this bike because it is a looker. It's absolutely impressive. This bike looks gorgeous. When the sun hits it, you can see all the different colors reflected in there. Yeah, Iron Horse, baby. The sound system is insane.
Hot 101.
So I'm not really one who's used to listening to music. I turn down all the music when I'm riding. Usually I want to hear the bike. And I got a Lexan on my helmet, so if I want to listen to music or if I want my GPS, I just play everything through the Lexan. But man, this thing feels gorgeous. You can steer this with your knees. It feels like I don't even need my hands on the handlebars to make turns. It just feels great. This bike feels amazing. We'll turn this thing around and we'll enjoy the ride back, and then we'll get on that road glide. I'm gonna go fuel that thing up. So I could already tell the difference with the turning here compared to my bike, because this does have the fork mounted fairing, so you do have a little bit of weight there, you know what I mean? So you could definitely notice it when you're turning. I mean, that pipe sounds amazing on this bike. I'm a big 2-in-1 person, but these pipes sound amazing. And for this being a big touring bike and I'm on these back bumpy roads, man, this thing just handles awesome. Like the way it's set up, the suspension, everything on it, I mean, you can really bang some corners. Yeah, this is definitely a good riding bike. Everything about it, the CVO badging and emblems on the gas tank, how streamlined it is with the flush mounted fuel gauge. Just a really nice package. It's a really nice package here. Now I can definitely say I know why the price tag is on these bikes. Even lugging it up that hill in 5th gear, I mean, even in 5th gear, lugging it up here, just cruising that thing, you can feel the power in it. It's amazing. It's wild because I feel more comfortable on these back roads on this bike than I do in my car. So just don't want to bang these bends too hard because at the end of the day it's not my bike and it costs a lot of money. But yeah, the seating position on this bike, where your feet are at, where your hands are, absolutely amazing. It feels super natural. Everything about the bike feels really smooth. I guess that's that CVO price you're paying. You're getting that quality. You can feel it in this bike. It's amazing. I am a little bit jealous. Andy's got the cigarette lighter, push button cigarette lighter. I mean, sometimes you just want to smoke a cigar when you're out on the bikes. He said he likes this Road Glide so much better. He said it gives him a little bit more room, stretches him out a little bit more. So I don't know if that's a good thing for someone my size, because I'm not really a big guy at all. Sorry if I keep looking in that mirror. I'm just checking my GoPro to make sure it's still recording. Sometimes it cuts out on me. Yeah, this bike sounds amazing. And it's got some go. I like it. I highly enjoy this bike. Now, I believe that the rear suspension on this bike is air suspension, and it's fully adjustable. The front's a little bit stiff, but it's also set up for a 200-pound rider. I'm a little bit less than that, so when I hit these bumps, I can feel it. I like the way the mirrors are mounted on here. Everything about this bike is really, really nice. Makes me want one. I'm not gonna lie to you. Makes me want one bad. I've been thinking about trading in my Lowrider S and getting a Road Glide or a Street Glide. I mean, this thing, now I know why you pull up in bike night and everybody's on one. It really does feel like a Cadillac. And you could sling it. I mean, you could just literally carve into these bends, just literally leaning your body. This thing is so nimble. The balance point on it's amazing. Yeah, if you have not gotten on one of these, I highly recommend you ride a CVO. I mean, the throttle is ridiculous. You barely touch it and that it feels good. I can tell you that. So yeah, I've been waiting to make this video, but now he wants to get a CVO Road Glide, so he's looking at getting rid of this and his 2021 Road Glide and getting the CVO Road Glide. So I definitely know why he wants a CVO, because I'm telling you right now, I may be in the market for one. I was looking at them CVO Ultras, but I didn't really like the colors this year. The CVO Road Glide he was looking at is the dark green with the lighter green flames on it, I believe. So he's trying to find that. He said if he finds that bike, locates it, gets it for the right price, he will be trading these bikes in. And I'm half tempted to tell him not even to put it online tonight. I really like it. I'm not a huge fan of red at all. Don't really like red, but the way that this color is done is absolutely gorgeous with that inner fairing. Everything is gorgeous, so I'm definitely impressed with it. The smoothness of the shifting, the power is almost instant. I wish there wasn't a car in front of me. I just wish you could feel that, because if there was a seat, I'd be back in it. This thing throws you back. The only thing that I can compare it to would be if I was actually in a Corvette when you shift from second to third in a Corvette and you bring it to about 6,500 RPM in second gear and you drop it in the third, that's what this feels like. It's great. I mean, I'm still in second gear right now. I'm doing 50. Might want to shift. But it doesn't feel like it. Like I noticed on my Dyna, my 2000 Dyna, which is, it's an 88. So, I mean, it's geared different. But with that bike, it's like you got to shift every 10 mile an hour. This thing, man, you could be in second gear. You could be at 45 mile an hour and not even notice it because it just feels that good. And it keeps pulling. But man, this is one well designed machine. I like it. Dude, just listen to them pipes. I hope it comes out as good on this video as it sounds in real life. It hits 70 mile an hour like it's nothing. And that's, you know, you still have 2 more gears to go. So this bike is nice. I like it. If this was the only bike that I owned, I would enjoy it because this thing is gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It rides really nice. I'm riding over these bumps on this dirt road like it's nothing. So we'll get on that road glide. We'll give you guys a little comparison here. All right, you guys, this is the 2021 Road Glide Special. So this is a stage 2 bike. This bike has the torque cam on it. It has the exhaust. It has the air intake. Ooh, definitely feels really good. I really like this one. I don't know if it's just the bars right now. My father-in-law was explaining to me the traction control feature on the bike. This bike also has a rain mode on it, so for all you haters out there that were saying that Harley needs to do the modes, they're on the bigger bikes. So this one has a rain mode. He told me how to set that up. Wow, does this thing feel comfortable. Day and night difference than the Street Glide right now. So the windshield feels great. The positioning of it is amazing. I can see 4 inches above it. It's about at my nose level. These handlebars feel amazing. All right, there's it. Wow. This front suspension, I gotta say, is a little bit nicer than that CVO's. Wow. Yep. I don't know. We'll be able to tell once we get out here and we get riding, you guys. Sorry, just making sure this GoPro's on because I had to put my external battery on it. These things don't last long. I don't know why. GoPro needs to figure it out. Yeah, this bike has no miles on it. Like, when I'm telling you, the miles on this bike are minimal at best. He did bring it to Daytona. If you do watch one of my Daytona videos, he's in it with me. We go on a nice little scoot around town. This thing feels a lot lighter, and I know that's an illusion compared to that Street Glide. This is a very dangerous road to try to get out of sometimes. So all right, and that wasn't bad. Oh man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow. Damn, that 114 feels nice on this bike. Wow. Yeah, this is absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so I'm in 4th gear right now. I'm just cruising at about 55. Blasting it. That bump hurts in a car, and I didn't even feel it on this bike. Yeah, this is a nice bike. I'm gonna take a little bit of a different route. I want to go get some fuel in this bike. Yeah, this thing is where it's at. If he's gonna trade this in, I might have to buy this one, because this is, wow. You guys watching this? Right in that big series of bumps. Damn, this thing is nasty. Wow. I'm sorry if I keep saying wow, you guys, but anybody who's buying one of these bikes and putting a 131 on them, what are you doing, racing Porsches? Because I'm telling you right now, I don't even need a 5th gear in this motorcycle. I was in 5th gear, and I was not going to tell you what numbers I was hitting, but I mean, 4th gear, I'm at 2,500 RPMs at 50 mile an hour. That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Now, I know he did say on that CVO that it is set for 5,500 RPMs. The rev limiter on this, I believe, is 6,200 RPMs or 63, and you can feel it. You can absolutely, back there, I felt it. It just keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps pulling. That's 4th gear. 5th gear. 6th gear. This is a bad bike, I'm telling you. Man, I would get in trouble on one of these motorcycles. Wow. Oh, you could definitely tell a difference between torque and horsepower. I'm telling you right now, that 110 CVO with the HPI kit, the ported and flowed heads, and all the goodies on it, dude, it don't feel as good as this one. I don't know why, but man, this thing is running like a scalded child, like a kid that you put in the corner and he did absolutely nothing wrong and he is just mad for no reason. This thing is a runner. Good Lord. Woo! Oh man, that traction control don't like me. It wouldn't let you spin the tire. It just gripped and ripped. Man, this bike is nasty. Got the navigation on here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the turning on this. Wow. It just feels so nice. It's clean. It's super clean. I really like this a lot. Really. It's got the cruise control. I mean, your instrument panel, your gauge cluster, everything on this bike I feel like is light years ahead of the Street Glide. Absolutely light years ahead of that Street Glide. Might be making an hour-long video on this, so I'll cut a bunch of stuff out, you guys. Oh man, it's got the trigger buttons up top. It's giving me my front wheel pressure, my rear wheel pressure. That is awesome. That is absolutely amazing. Yeah, this bike has 5,000 miles on it, you guys. 5,000 miles, that's it. And this thing pulls like a freight train. Absolute monster. Yeah, I'm sold. Don't get me wrong, that CVO was amazing. The build quality, everything about it, the build quality, the smoothness of the ride, everything about it was amazing. But, dude, and it's still quiet. Did you hear me just coasting down? Yep. This is a hands down all day. This thing is nasty. I gotta take that traction control off though, you guys. Traction control kind of doesn't let you have fun with it. Like that CVO didn't have the traction control. I was able to fry the tire in 2nd gear, just, you know, casually. This thing, I don't know if you guys seen that, but it's scary. This is like crotch rocket power. High RPMs, high miles per hour in low gears. Like, I mean, I love it. I love it. This feels like my Lowrider S. This pulls and handles just like my Lowrider S. Now look at this. Dude, the balance on this bike is insane. It is so light. The steering is so crispy because that fairing is actually mounted to the frame. Man. Hey, Harley Davidson, whoever designed that first Tour Glide, call up their family, send them some more money, because they deserve it. This thing is wicked, wicked. Frame mounted fairing. This thing is amazing. Now, my father-in-law did tell me that I have to be pulled over. I have to actually be parked somewhere, pulled over, and the bike has to be stopped for you to turn the traction control off. I'm a little bit sad about that, because I wish you were able to switch the traction control while you were riding it, so I could be like, all right, I'm banging around these bends, have the traction control on, coming right into a straightaway, dump the traction control and just fry the tires. So yeah, this is impressive. I can't lie, I'm absolutely impressed with the way this bike rides and handles. Sounds amazing. Now, we all know why they're charging so much money for these bikes. When you actually sit on this thing and you feel the way that it feels, not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure this thing just changed my life. You could hear that cam too. Like, it's amazing. You could feel the power in this bike resonating through it. So now I know why everyone's running these. Yeah, we're about to experience this frame mounted fairing, so I'm gonna be turning in here, doing a little maneuvering to get to this gas pump. So just bear with me, you guys. Let's get you up in here. Wow, this thing feels great. This is kind of a hard one. Wow. You can whip this thing like a Sportster. I'm just gonna drive around the parking lot a little bit. Yeah, you could hear that cam. You could hear and feel the lobes on that cam. It is, oh dude, you could turn this thing on a dime. Yeah, I really like this one. I don't even know if there's any comparison on it. Alright, so I just shut the traction control off. Got this thing filled up. It is absolutely amazing. You know what? Let's see here. Alright. Get some music going for you guys. Man, this thing is so scary because it turns so easily. I don't know how to work the volume on this or anything like that. Speed volume. Alright, so the volume was up pretty good. Alright, so it definitely sounds good, you guys. The music sounds good. Like I told you before, I'm not a big music rider. So it does have cruise control over here. You have your cruise control. Your back triggers control your gauge cluster down here, so you can see your actual mileage. You can see your trip. I believe it tells you there's your range at that bottom, your front and your rear air pressure. So man, this is just a nice bike. Dude, I'm just leaning back in the seat. Like, this thing feels like heaven. Dude, it's like you're riding a couch down the road. It's like you're riding a giant couch. Dude, I can feel the torque on this thing for days. So this does have the Harley Davidson torque cam on it. It's absolutely amazing. So I'm definitely putting this cam in my Lowrider S. Gonna have to do it. If it made this much of a difference on a road glide, imagine how much of a difference it's gonna make on the Lowrider S, you guys. So we're gonna be doing that this winter. I wanted to give you guys a comparison between a twin cam and a M8 platformed motorcycle. The twin cam has a lot of work done to it. That bike has a ton of engine work done to it. This bike got a stage 2 on it, and I'm telling you, I don't know, but I think I like this one better. The brakes feel better. All right, we're gonna roll in here low and slow. Yeah, you gotta turn that traction control off, I'm telling you. Holy, yeah. Damn, this thing slams. This is a moving bike here. Sorry to say it, but that's what I'm thinking the whole time. I gotta let you guys know. Ain't no cop catching you on this bike. This one's bad. This one's bad. I love that CVO. I love that CVO. I like the way it looks. I like the way it sounds. Man. Dude, it is so nimble and so lightweight. I might not let them trade this one in. I'm telling you right now. This is where it's at. That Lowrider S is about to go up for sale. Don't get me wrong, I love the Lowrider S. Wow. Wow. That's all I can say. Second gear, fry the tire loose, shifted into third gear, and it was still spinning. This is a nasty bike, you guys. Nasty bike. Absolutely gorgeous, too. The design of it. I don't know who's out there saying these things look like a Prince Albert or whatever weird comments they're coming up with. This thing, to me, looks like a shark. Compared to that Batwing, and then you got like a bull shark. And this thing's just got all that power. It feels good. Your fairing is up higher. I feel like your fairing's up a little bit higher. Your windshield is up a little bit higher, but you got the air vent right in here, which is adjustable. Bam, you close it, no wind. Open it. You also got these air vents down here, so you're not hot. I actually feel more comfortable on this than I do on the street glide. And these bars are where it's at. This feels amazing. Yeah. $28,000 for this motorcycle. Take my money. Sign my name on the check. Take my money. Wow. And it's so comfortable you don't notice the speed. I'm telling you, the difference with my Lowrider S is right there. I feel the speed. I can tell how my body can tell how fast I'm going. On this, no way. No way. It feels like you're doing 30 and you're hitting corners at 80. This thing is gorgeous. This is an absolutely amazing machine right here. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna edit up this video. It's 4th of July weekend, but I want to let you guys know right now, hands down, the 2021 Road Glide with the Stage 2 kit smashes the CVO. Smashes that 2012 CVO. So I'm not just saying that because I don't have a dime in it. You guys, you know I ride a 2020 Lowrider S.